Hello YouTube! Have you ever been in a situation where you badly want to properly connect two wires, but you don't have a soldering iron? Well, those times are no more. Here I present you the self-soldering, heat-shrinking, Crimpless butt connector. As the name explains, the connector is made from heat-shrinking sleeve. Inside the sleeve there are 3 rings. The middle ring is a soldering ring, and on both sides of it there are 2 glue rings. I've been watching those connectors from some time, and I finally managed to get my hands on some specimens, so let's do some testing. I will start with those 2 wires and the connector with the smallest diameter. First, let's remove some insulation from the wires. Second, the idea is to insert the wires into the connector in such a way that their strands intermix in the center of the connector where the soldering ring is. Something like this. Now, by using a heat source, in my case a lighter, I will heat up the connector. Of course, a lighter is not the best heat source in this case, but it will do the job. Now, let's leave it for a while to cool down. And this is the final result. You can see the melted solder in the middle. I really hope it made a good connection. Let's try to break the 2 wires. As you can see, the connection is really good. Let's remove the heat shrinking insulation and inspect. And this is the melted soldering ring. As you can see, it made a really good connection with the strands of the wires. In my second attempt, I will use those 2 wires and the connector with the bigger diameter. And this is the final result. Let's see how hard it is to break this connection. Not hard at all. The previous connector made a better connection. Maybe it requires more heating time, I'm not sure. Let's do another test with the blue connector. Now let's see how hard it is to break it apart. Again, pretty easy. In my third test, I will use those two wires and the connector with the biggest diameter. Let's see how hard it is to break the connection. Again, pretty easy. And again, the soldering ring. Didn't manage to melt properly. I will do another test, this time with a wire with smaller diameter and the connector with the biggest diameter. I think this time the connection will be really good. Let's see. Nope. Unfortunately, not. Finally, I think I managed to make a really good connection. I'm unable to break the wires. Yes, this time I managed to make a really good connection. So there is a learning curve when using those types of connectors, and you need a really good heat source, because with the bigger diameter of wires you need more heat to melt the soldering ring and to make a good adhesion with the wire strands. Basically, that's from me for this video, guys. If you'd like it, thumbs up and subscribe.